Hello, I am Raging Amish, and welcome to the Amish Madness Nightmares of COD Assassin. Oh man, I got a lot of explaining to do, and I'm going to improv this video because I just had a very long day. Went in at 8 a.m. this morning, got home at 8 p.m. Long story, but part of my job is that it's a Sempra position, which means put in the amount of time you need to get the job done. And I'm very proud to have the position I have, and it was just one of those days where I had to put in a little extra time. So my brain's a little fried, so if you're sitting there wondering if I sound a little spacey, well, you know why. But Amish Madness, Nightmares of COD, Assassin. Now, first off about the video, I had fun making this one. Admittedly, it was neat to try out a different playstyle. I am not used to playing with Assassin. I'll give the perk that much. It was neat to try something new, but it only took about a half hour for me to feel dirty for playing with Assassin. A lot of people seem to think that this perk isn't a problem, and at least the people who have argued against me bring reasons to the table. I'm not going to say I agree with the people who say, like, for instance, Quick Draw is so much better than Assassin, but at least understand where you're coming from. Me personally, you know my position. I think Assassin has way too many little abilities. The developers were not thinking when they did that. They should have distributed them amongst all the other perks. And quite frankly, I think that would have really improved the game. I mean, Assassin would have been what it's supposed to be. It counters the UAV and that's it. And here's the thing. That's actually really, really powerful. It's not like that, gimps the perk. The immunity to the UAV is amazing. It's, by distributing like immunity to other perks, like for instance motion sensor to sit rep or heartbeat sensor to dead silence, it really starts to force players to play the counters game. For instance, everybody would probably start keeping a ninja class if they knew to watch out for heartbeat sensors, or maybe if you all of a sudden notice a couple motion sensors, you'll pull out a class that has sit rep. Instead, it's kind of a blanket thing. If the person's using something where they can use an extra sensory way to detect you, just pick Assassin. End of story. And that's bad. That's really bad, actually. I mean, it was a brilliant move to split Assassin and Blind Eye. It was a brilliant move to split Ghost and the Blind Eye and Assassin. It was a stupid move to start adding in all these little other abilities to Assassin. I don't get what the developers were thinking. But anyway, the Assassin review probably isn't why you guys are here. It's because I was absent for a while there. And it's for good reason. And I'll go into a little bit more detail about what happened. And really, it was like a culmination of several things that just came together where basically I had to say, alright, real life comes first. When I have time to get back to YouTube, I will. The first thing that happened is things picked up at work. Definitely have to put a little bit more time in right now. I am an engineer, for those who don't know. I've said it many times, but I always get a couple people asking, so I'm just clarifying that. I'm an engineer. My position is not hourly, it is salaried, which means that I don't work 8 to 5. I work 8 to however long I need to. And over the past couple weeks, things have been picking up. And reasonably, I think they're going to stay that way, probably for a couple months. It's just the nature of the job. I'm proud to have the job, but that's just how it's going to be. And I've got to keep the priority where it needs to be. Work comes before YouTube. That's just the way it is. I also had something even more important than my job, though. Things with the family have been getting a little rough. My grandmother, and I know some of you are going to have a knee-jerk reaction to say, oh my goodness, man, I'm so sorry, are you doing all right? And for those who are going to say it, I thank you. But unfortunately, my grandmother died. May she rest in peace. She always used to call me a little Einstein, and I'll miss her. But that was one of the things I was doing. I was supporting the family. Went to the funeral. Saw a lot of relatives I hadn't seen for a while. Got to learn a lot about my grandmother. It definitely made it harder to bring energy to your hobby when you've got something like that weighing you down. But I'm happy now because I know she's moved on to a better place. She's with Grandpa now, so. And the other day, I feel like I kept the priorities straight. Supporting the family during a tough time came first. The job came first before YouTube. But then a third thing. We're going to change subjects here. A third thing entered the picture, which has also contributed to me disappearing there for a while. I moved. I very recently moved. to a new apartment. Basically, a place opened up nearby where I lived, and it was too nice to pass up on. I immediately jumped on it. I just couldn't pass on it because my old apartment had doorways that were 6'2". I am 6'3". I'll let you do the math. Basically, I had one too many mornings where I woke up and just bashed my head on the doorway. So, the new apartment opened up, and I was like, yes, I want it. Same rent, but I had to move. And that really has consumed a lot of time. Just had to move so much crap around. I had to get all of my computer stuff in. But here's where things take a sour turn. Not only did I have to move and get my cable moved, which already was a debacle. To give you an idea with the cable, I originally had planned, I moved last Saturday, or it would have been the weekend before. I would have moved the weekend of the 15th of September 2012. I got in on the 17th, went to hook up my cable, nothing. I called up Comcast, they sent out a guy on the 20th to hook up my cable. They said apparently the switch at the street had been turned off, fine, whatever. Still nothing. So they came by today, and they confirmed that all of my cables had to be replaced, and they got me hooked up, so I basically am an Amishman with a YouTube channel who didn't have internet for a good week and a half. So that set me back pretty hard. Thankfully, I had all of my Assassin clips, which is how I was able to work on it and get it done. That's really how I was able to generate. I basically went to Mom and Dad's house, said, hey, do you mind if I stick around for about an hour and upload something wirelessly? That's what I did. But yeah, this video is being uploaded on my connection. But then there's one more thing. So I've already got, 3 things that really were setting me back. But now I get another one. My computer went and caught a virus. And I mean, it was like this weird Trojan. It was a keystroke recorder. I did a lot of research on it from a different computer. I found out that this thing was awful. It basically gets in behind your operating system, tells you that you have a virus, which is what made me kind of red flag it. The way it told me about a virus, I was like, wait a minute, what? That's not my antivirus software. I found out I had a Trojan that somehow snuck in. It was basically in my Windows 7 software, so you can't really delete it. You have to get a program that can delete it, but this program blocks you from downloading it, so you have to get it from another computer, and I tried doing that, and this one was smart enough to block that. So, end of the day, I ended up having to format my entire hard drive, and I lost a lot of information. Now, thankfully, I still have the studio software, which I got online, still had the download codes. I still have my software for using my HD PVR, and I have the software, for all the drivers, for my microphone, and for my, my 1 terabyte hard drive, which is where I keep all the videos when they're done. But I lost a lot of raw footage. So, yeah, that was a big setback. The bad news is I lost so much footage. The good news is now I'm going to be much more organized, be much better with my backups. And yeah, lesson learned. I'm still kicking myself for that one. I feel like a virus could have been avoided, but whatever. The biggest reason I'm mad is because I literally had my Nightmares of COD Assassin done, and then all of a sudden this virus pops up and it starts blocking everything, and I'm like, oh no. I tried to save my file and it wouldn't do it. It got corrupted during the process. I don't consider myself to be really tech savvy, but I got to the point where trying to figure it out was going to take longer than actually just remaking the video from scratch. I'm dead serious, because at a certain point, yeah, I want to get the computer right, but on the other point, I'm just going, you know what, screw it. Just start over, clean the slate, just be smarter this time, and lesson learned. And that's what I did. I am not going to go through that again. So yeah. Looks like I'm running out of clips here. I got about 1.5 minutes left. You just saw a clip there where I had a Moab. I remember the night where I sat down and I was really focused when I was getting the footage. I had 2 Moabs. And I didn't even know I was on that hot of a streak. I wasn't watching it. I guess, I don't know about you guys, but my Moabs always have happened when I'm not watching for how well I'm doing. Like, I'll just all of a sudden be going along, all of a sudden a nuke pops up on my screen. I'm like, what's that? Oh! 24 kill streak, awesome. And I say 24 because I always use specialist. You know this. But yeah, I had 2 on this night over the course of like 16 games. And I don't know what was going on. I don't know if my connection was just beautiful that night, or if I just had luck on my side, or if I just had, I don't know, just was bringing a certain drive to play that night. I don't know. Things just seemed to fall my way. Oh well. Looks like I am out of time. So that's the Amish Madness. Big explanation video for you guys. So until next time, this is Raging Amish. Expect with the next Amish Madness to be probably the PM9 or Danger Close. Not sure which at this point. So until next time, this is Raging Amish, checking out.